Coming up, 10 weird things from this week's news, including the bear who stole the golf clubs. This is What a Weird Week.
Hi, everybody, it's Weird.
This is like crazy being here.
Weird.
Really weird news.
Bigfoot eats out of my trash.
Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff.
Hi, friends. I'm Scott. This is What a Weird Week, a show where we go through the news of the week. We pick out the weird ones, the fun ones, the odd stories, not the serious news, and we count down 10 of those stories for you. You can get all the show notes on the show notes page, which is shownotes.page. This is our episode for Friday, July 17, 2026.
Number 10.
Number 10 is our friend David Record Breaker Rush. He is the fellow who has the world record for having the most concurrent world records. And I also personally feel like he has some kind of issue where now he can't stop. He can't stop himself from setting world records. He continues to make headlines. Latest one in the headlines, he ran a marathon with 125 t-shirts on. So many, many layers of t-shirts, and the story seems to have many layers as well.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
That right there is some classic storytelling. Lifted from the playbook of the Disney Channel, the made-for-Disney Channel movies, where it's like narrator overdub, record scratch. That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Let me tell you the story. Classic. I can't really play any more of that video because there is copyrighted music in it, but I will link to the video in the show notes. David Record Breaker Rush, in 6 hours, completed a marathon wearing 125 t-shirts. It can't have been easy. And God bless the team that helps him into the t-shirts, and then double bless the team that gets you out of them. Imagine that. You're a sweaty mess after running a 6-hour marathon in 125 t-shirts. Somebody's going to help you out of those things.
Number 9.
Number 9 is the satellite, the mirror satellite that got approval. It's in the headlines. It got approval in the United States of America from the Federal Communications Commission. And the company behind it, they want to put satellites in space with big mirrors that they can control. They can capture sunlight and reflect it back down to planet Earth. And it's no longer dark. Maybe they could beam sunlight to solar farms and help generate energy. Also, let's not forget, if you're someone who's afraid of the dark and you've got a lot of money, maybe you could buy this service and you'd never have to be in the dark again. It all sounded pretty good. And then I read an article. We linked to an article in the show notes. Experts weighing in on this. Some say the technology could ruin astronomy. Just when we're perfecting that science of astronomers telling us the likelihood we're going to be hit by an asteroid. Someday those astronomers might save us all. And they're very concerned about something called flash blindness, whereby pilots or people driving vehicles could be temporarily blinded by flashes of light from this technology. That would not be safe. So they got approval. Experts are weighing in, to be continued. I keep picturing it as a disco ball in space. I don't know. That seems like a great image to me. Except for the flash blindness.
Number 8.
Number 8 is the peanut butter floor at the museum in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Hello to our 1.8 listeners, according to the metrics, 1.8 listeners in that area. So hello, thank you for listening. What they did, this was to honor an artist, the originator of the peanut butter floor, as art. That artist passed away last month. So to honor that artist, they recreated the peanut butter floor. It was in 1969, the first peanut butter floor. So they took 800 pounds of peanut butter, delicious peanut butter, and they spread it with like a trowel, and it wasn't quite an inch thick on the floor. Seems awfully messy. Part of me is like, wow, delicious. It must smell great at that museum. And then part of me is like, how are they going to clean that up? But it's art. And I don't understand art. Not smart. Don't understand art. I will link to the article and to photos if you want to check it out. You can click the show notes or go to shownotes.page.
Number 7.
Number 7 is a world record where a couple who love each other very, very much kissed each other very, very fast and set a world record. Well, they kissed each other a lot, very fast. We link to the write-up from Ben Hoops Hooper, who is the weird news guru for United Press International. He begins his article with, a Brazilian couple turned their love into a Guinness World Record title. They kissed 195 times in 30 seconds. Can you imagine it? Are you enjoying that kiss? I don't know. What am I? Romantic genius? No. But if you're getting 195, almost 200 kisses in 30 seconds, after a while, like that is not, you're not taking your time getting it right. Are you? Is that a hot take? Anyway, that's about the whole story. If you want to see the photos and stuff, they do look like they're in love. I have to say, I've watched a lot of Hallmark holiday movies. I know what love is. And that looks like love to me. The 195 kisses in 30 seconds world record. Congratulations, you two. Oh, wait, do you want to hear what it sounded like? This is the kissing record. So you can you can hear the kisses, but also they put some music in the background and all that. It is the fellow kissing the lady's cheek. That's what's going on. But if you want to see the video, shownotes.page.
Number 6.
Number 6 is the teenager who got hit by lightning while playing video games. Experts say it's possible. It's rare, but it is possible. So if you're a gamer or you know someone who is, heads up. I'm a bit of a gamer myself. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I like the Wordle. Does that count? I'm a gamer, right? We have to stick together, number one, us gamers, and number two, we have to be careful during electrical storms. Here's what happened to Vlad. Vlad is 13 years old, Texas, planet Earth. Vlad is playing video games at a computer, sitting at a desk. Lightning hits the home. The experts believe, lightning travels through the home's wiring and exits, sends an electrical charge through a metal part of the desk where Vlad is sitting, and Vlad essentially is hit by lightning. The EMTs are called. Vlad is checked out, doesn't even have to go to the hospital. I would imagine that is rare, that you get hit by lightning and you don't have to go to the hospital. I don't know what the weather is like where you're at. We hardly ever get like tornado warnings and stuff where I live, East Coast Canada. But we had one the other day. The weather is freaking me out, man. This story is not helping. Being hit by lightning in your home story. But it can happen. If you want to read the whole article, be safe. We have a link in the show notes.
Number 5.
Okay, number 5, I just want to say a trigger warning because it's disturbing, but I think you probably already heard it and saw the video because it got shared all over the world. Number 5 is the grandad and the bison.
Terrifying encounter at Yellowstone National Park over the weekend.
Look out, bison!
This bison barreling towards a man and his grandson and launching the 65-year-old into the air.
So that's from NBC News. I'll link to that in the show notes. Not much more to say. That clip kind of sums it up. Yellowstone National Park, United States of America, planet Earth, where the buffalo roam. And a bison got angry. Something made the bison angry. Granddad and grandson were not antagonizing the bison or anything like that. The bison gave chase. Bison are faster than human beings. So the bison caught up to Granddad. And if you haven't seen the video, it's been seen millions and millions and millions of times. Granddad being launched into the air by the bison. Granddad suffered a broken femur, had to have surgery. But reports now are that Granddad is already able to stand again and is recovering.
Number 4.
Number 4 is platform bathroom shoes. These are not shoes like slides you wear in the locker room or something. These are platform shoes designed to be worn in the bathroom. And if you do not have a chance to click and look at the photo, I will try to do it justice. There is a fellow on the commode reading the newspaper and wearing very high platform shoes, sandals that you slip on, and they're designed to lift your legs up, sort of like a squatty potty, I guess, the same idea, so that you have correct posture while you're in the bathroom. I don't know why they're bright yellow and such a fun design, but I'm here for it. Sorry, I'm not really here for it. I don't like any bathroom stories, but this one's weird and we had to throw it in. They say retail price around $69 for the toilet sandals. Oh my gosh, they get into the puns. The write-up is like, and now you can let loose with your bathroom platform shoes. All of the puns. If you want to read the thing, we'll put a link in the show notes.
Number 3.
Number 3 is the bear that stole the golf clubs.
A golfer captured video of a bear running off with a golf bag over the weekend. Oh boy, this happened at Golden Eagle Golf Club in Pitt Meadows. The bear drags the bag into the bushes, likely trying to find a safe place to search it for snacks. You can even see another bear nearby.
So that's from CTV News, British Columbia, Canada, Planet Earth. It's scary to think you're golfing with bears, bear adjacent, but then now they're coming for your clubs. That was going to be the thing to protect you from the bears. You're like, I'm going golfing to the golf course with the bears, but I'll have my clubs to protect myself. Well, now the bears, they're getting organized. They're like, if we can get the clubs away from those dudes, it's lunchtime. I mean, it's possible they were just going for the protein bar in the golf bag, but we're talking about the same creatures that walk up to the door and ring doorbells now. We've talked about that before. They're ringing doorbells. They're taking our golf clubs away, so we're defenseless. It's a slow roll takeover. Bear takeover. Honorable mention. An honorable mention this week to the world record setters at the Pitbull concert. Pitbull, the entertainer, Mr. Worldwide. They 22,000 and some people in London put on bald caps, to appear bald. Like Mr. Worldwide appears bald. Often. Always. Always. Often. One or the other. They became the most amount of people at a concert, 22,000 and some, to put on bald caps. It was all to honor their favorite entertainer, Mr. Worldwide, Mr. Pitbull. Just Pitbull. That's kind of the whole story. Congratulations. What a wonderful honor when people come to your show. Shows are expensive. And then they take the time to set a world record to honor you. In this case, the bald cap world record, but I think it's an honor. Way to go.
Number 2.
Number 2 is how to stay young. Go to the movies. Go to the theater. Go to museums. This, according to a write-up in Study Finds, more research needed, but it's interesting. This is research on older adults in England who some regularly went to the movies or museums, theaters, and some did not. And the ones who went to the museums and stuff were, on average, 3 years younger, had a biological age 3 years younger. So same age, but biologically younger. If you were in the group that went to the movies and museums or frequented the live theater. And at first I was like, well, if you can afford to go to the live theater, maybe you got enough money to take time off when you're sick or get the best medicine. But they factored in all that. They accounted for income, health, and lifestyle. Still, people going to the movies or museums were younger, had a younger biological age. Maybe they're aging in reverse. I think that's what, more research is needed. Some of it should look at, are they Benjamin Buttoning?
Number 1.
Number 1 is a tie. A couple of different robot stories made headlines this week. The first one is the robots which got married in Russia. This was at an event, the Pushkin Library in Moscow. It's described this way: office worker and blogger Robert and ballerina Matilda pledged their love for one another and were declared robot spouses. That's a quote from the article. They also had a robot dog as part of the ceremony. What's going on with that? I guess that's what, art? Or is it some kind of publicity stunt for a wedding planner? The article doesn't get into it too much, why are the robots getting... Maybe they really are in love, but I didn't think we were there yet with robots. Can robots fall in love? One more thing, I will link to the video in the show notes. You can see the robots for yourself. You judge whether that's love or not. But they do have a pretty cool robot dog name. Their dog's name was Dogmatic. That's a pretty funny name.
Number 1.
Our second number 1 comes from upstate New York, United States of America, planet Earth, where a school district will, quote, deploy a humanoid robot teacher this fall. And there is a photo, I think it's an AI-generated photo of children smiling, looking up at a freaky... I'm sorry. Is that wrong of me to judge this robot teacher as freaky? I think there's going to be a high absentee rate this fall when this freaky teacher takes over a class. I guess it's not a takeover. There's going to be a human teacher and then also the robot teacher will assist. This one doesn't seem to be a publicity stunt. The school district bought a robot who has a lifelike appearance, silicone skin, and long brown hair. I feel like that's going to be a distraction. It is hard enough these days for kids to pay attention in class. I don't know how anyone in that class is going to pay attention or stay focused on the lesson. Maybe I should say it that way. Yes, you'll pay attention to the freaky robot teacher, but will you be learning anything? I'm going to try to stay open-minded, but I am concerned about the robot uprising every day. Or a day of my life I'm concerned is today the day. We'll wrap up there. I thank you very much for tuning in. If you want anything that we talked about in more detail, all the show notes are on the show notes page at shownotes.page. I appreciate your being here. We're back next Friday with 10 more weird things from the news on What a Weird Week.